It can be very challenging to keep a positive attitude when everything seems a little bit difficult, when our life seems to be going through some difficulty. Because partly we feel that if the universe loves us, then circumstances should happen in such a way that they are more positive, that we get more positive things coming our way. And that's because we're kind of like children, and the universe is our mother who knows that our souls need to grow. And in order for them to do so, is that we shouldn't always get what we want. Like kids, we've known that sometimes when we didn't get what we wanted, it kind of was in our own best interest. So the universe functions in the same way. However, it's very difficult to come to grips with this concept. It's just good to keep in mind that life is one phase after another. If we keep that in mind, it might make things a little bit easier for us to wrap our heads around. At the moment, with the difficult times that everyone is experiencing, energy changes from one extreme to another, and a lot of institutional changes that we're experiencing everywhere, globally, we can at least take comfort in the fact that we have not been singled out. Everybody else is going through this issue. Not to make light of that, of course, but to at least know that we are all going through this very challenging time. And to keep somewhere in the back of our minds that growth will be coming out of this. Now, if we can still feel, if we're still seeing that things are happening to us that are not of a positive nature, that things aren't going right for us, and we still feel kind of stuck somewhere, perhaps it helps for us to take a look at what kinds of things we might be hanging on to. Kind of like a review of our behaviors, our way of thinking, our internal thoughts, and to see perhaps we haven't let go of something, maybe anger, maybe frustration, maybe whatever it may be that's having a negative impact on us, and then see if we can change that, if we have that willingness to change that, because it's all about the willingness, even after we do become aware of it. We become aware of it, and also taking control over the things that we can change, taking responsibility for the things that we can change, can give us a little bit of a sense of control, and to accept the other things that really are not in our control, that we personally cannot change. To make some sort of peace with it, to come in terms with that, and only concentrating on the bits that we have some say about. So taking responsibility is also part of growth. It shows our willingness to make ourselves a little uncomfortable perhaps, but change, because change sometimes in the beginning feels a bit uncomfortable because it's new, right? So if we can kind of come to terms with these aspects and bear in mind that this is all potential for growth and we haven't been singled out, everyone else is going through it, that is basically the better use of our time and energy than if we constantly feel down. If feeling down would solve any problems, we wouldn't be having any problems. So let's try that all together. As challenging as the times may be, as much that we are witness to a lot of negativity, let's say, let's just all bear in mind that we're all in this together, and we have control over some things, and those things are within us, the pieces that we can look to change within ourselves. If this was helpful for you, please feel free to share it with your friends. You can also watch this on my YouTube channel, The Core Shift. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. You'll get that in your mailbox, just your inbox. And I will see you next time. Until then,